Well, Joe, thank you for joining us here at Goldenton Road. There's a reason that we're filming this pre-rec ahead of the game, because you won't be here yet as the fans are watching the stream.
Hopefully we'll be near to the ground. We'll be setting off from central London at about 6 in the morning with the match ball, so we hope we get it here for you guys to watch the game. And then hopefully arriving here in good time to hand the ball over, and then at kick-off try to run double the distance that the Blues players were cover in the match.
Yeah, and what's the reason that you're doing all this work for?
Well, we're a group of 7 friends, and one of our friends from school days, we're all sort of sons of Bedford, sadly lost his son Harry to cancer 2 summers ago, and we put together a challenge last year to try and raise money for the Royal Marsden Hospital, but sadly COVID conspired against that. It's meant a bit of rejigging, but to try and get Harry's family and the Royal Marsden through a threshold that they need to achieve, we've put together another challenge for this year, which is the best part of a 100-odd kilometre cycle ride from London to Bedford, and then I think between the 7 of us try and cover 100 kilometres on top of which.
How can fans support the cause?
Well, today at the ground, you can support the cause by donating. I think there'll be some QR codes around the ground where you can zap it, and that will take you straight to our Just Giving page, which is at Beat the Blues. We're online, obviously, as I've mentioned, so Just Giving and then fundraising at Beat the Blues. We'll be down and around the town with people collecting with buckets and with contactless pay points, trying to extort money from the good people of Bedford. And again, we're on Facebook, so it's if you put in Harry's Giant Pledge or Beat the Blues, you'll be fed to our page where there's many ways that you can help and donate.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'll be ready to be here for the final whistle as well after you run in. What's your thoughts leading into the game?
There's thoughts are that personally I think I'm middle of the pack as regards the other guys undertaking the challenge, so we are going to draw stumps in good time to hobble up from the embankment, be it on crutches, be it in a chair, something like that. We will get here for the final whistle, hopefully to some kind of fanfare from the crowd.
Yeah, and hopefully a Blues win.
Definitely a Blues win. There'll be no point in bringing the ball otherwise. We'll leave it back in London.
And is there a specific motto that brings together this challenge on Saturday?
Yeah, Harry was the bravest boy I've ever met. I was very lucky to get to know him properly, and I was astounded by every time he had a challenge to overcome, be it a really rather serious operation or another bout of medicine that invariably would make him very, very sick and very, very ill. He would just want to get it done, and he would say, let's just get it done. Wouldn't need much coaxing to take on the next sort of round of, be it chemotherapy or, as I've said, a major operation that they tried to invariably stop the spread of the cancer, which sadly, although he was a little lion of a boy, didn't work. But I'd go and visit him in hospital through the week, as much to see and support his father and mother as it was to see Harry, and you would always be greeted by a smile, perhaps a Nerf gun being fired at you, something cheeky, and it would all be done whilst he was in invariably horrible pain or feeling really rather groggy, but yet he still had this sort of spirit of being a little lion who loved his rugby, loved his friends, loved his sisters, loved his mum and dad. He was a wonderful boy.
Yeah, and this cause has united the sporting community. What other sports clubs have helped you get involved in this fundraiser?
I think it is recognition of Harry's bravery that Lewis Hamilton dedicated his victory in the Spanish Grand Prix to Harry. We've had wonderful support from the Blues. We've had support from various Premiership rugby clubs, and then sort of in the celebrity world, various radio DJs, television presenters have been very good at supporting the cause, which has then, just through social media, drawn in many more people and swollen the coffers to in excess now of £500,000, which in a society where we are often bombarded with Just Giving requests or charity requests, I think it's a real dedication to Harry's parents, James and Charlotte, the effort and the tirelessness that they've put into raising such a huge amount of money, which will go specifically to pioneering children's cancer research. I think sadly at the moment a lot of the money that's raised for cancer charities goes to adult cancer, and there's very little research done into children's cancer. So this is a wonderful thing in that it will hopefully save the lives of other Harrys going forward, other children, and it's wonderful that this is specifically targeting a pioneering way of treating children's cancer that combines new drugs with radiotherapy and chemotherapy.